All communities experience violence and abuse within families or the wider community. When a civil society organization arrives to work with a community, the organization itself can exacerbate existing patterns of harm and abuse, or indeed bring new forms of harm. Abuse and harm caused by civil society organizations can be categorized as neglect, physical or emotional harm, or sexual abuse, or can come in the form of harassment. Harm and abuse caused by the organization typically includes 1. Abuse perpetrated by staff or people contracted by the organization. 2. Programs or services which may exacerbate existing or cause new harm within families or communities. For example, tensions may be caused if it is not clear why certain members of the community are receiving goods or services whilst others are not. 3. Communications and media which can bring new and unwanted attention to the community or to individuals within the community, particularly when a story about an individual shares their personal details or stories reinforce negative stereotypes. Sexual harassment or other forms of harassment within the workplace that is experienced by staff or volunteers is now also considered within the scope and definition of safeguarding. To protect people from sexual exploitation, abuse, and harassment, and other harm and abuse caused by civil society organizations, many organizations are putting in place measures to prevent and respond to these abuses. Some organizations refer to these measures as protection from sexual exploitation, abuse, and harassment, or PSEAH. Others refer to the measures as safeguarding. Safeguarding measures concentrate on 3 core areas: prevention, reporting, and response. Prevention activities include creating safe workplaces through fostering an organizational culture which promotes diversity and challenges inequality. Ensuring that there are policies, procedures, and a code of conduct in place. Making sure that references are received for all successful candidates during recruitment. Making sure that all staff know what sexual exploitation, abuse, and harassment is, and that they behave appropriately at all times. And finally, preventing abuses by civil society organization programs or communications means working closely with the community members to make those programs safe and give consent for communication activities. Reporting makes sure that all organizations have a system so that staff and anyone who interacts with the organization can report an abuse or a suspicion in a safe and confidential way. It is important to have various means to make a report so that people of different ages, genders, nationalities, and abilities can do so. Phone lines, in-person help desk discussions, and emails are some examples. Organizations also have a duty of care to receive reports that concern harm and abuse within families or communities that are not caused by the organization. However, the response to these differs from the response taken when it is the organization involved in the abuse. Response means making sure that all reports are handled in a way that is appropriate, confidential, and in line with procedures. Where immediate support is needed for the survivor, for example, urgent medical care, links to the nearby social services should be made and independent investigations should be conducted where necessary. Cases or concerns which relate to harm and abuse within families and communities must be referred to community organizations, support services, or authorities where it is safe to do so. Safeguarding communities and staff within the organization helps to ensure that the organization delivers good quality work and creates a workplace which is productive and enables everyone to reach their full potential.